First opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Cleveland Browns. Certainly the game of the weekend, maybe the game of the year, the battle of the unbeatens as we get underway. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
41-yard line.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man.
Ronald Jones, the ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Yeah, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he fires one, but incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
Now it's Mahomes again. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. They'll look to run with Dillon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A.J. Dillon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
13 yards.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Josiah DeGuara, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Is good.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Brian Burns. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Montez Sweat in there to drop him. It sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And it's
so much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Here's Hurts to throw. And going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
to number 10,
Tyreek Hill. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts have taken the lead.
Kick is good.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well. Go to something else. And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That'll be complete to Cook. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards.
At the 4-yard line.
They'll run here with Dillon. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and goal at the Colts' 6-yard line.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
The tackle made.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. Now he steps away. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. They'll start on the ground with Hines. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw now in his own end zone. A quick slant to Hill. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
3rd down.
Burt sets up to throw it. He'll let it go deep for Foster. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off at the 46. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
They go play action with Hurts. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
We got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
And 8 yards.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Hines. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Hurts. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Hurts. He's got his man on the crossing route. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
First down.
On first down, Hines. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Colts.
On first down, Hurts. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down. Brings up 4th.
The end zone.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Gonzalez's kick is good. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Set to kick off.
Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first. But Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. And going deep for Hill. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've got to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines, and he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. It's a foot race. He's at the 40, the 20. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD.
Touchdown, Browns.
And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it'd been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
Browns 14.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Raekwon Davis with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Again, it's Jones. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and
shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Slings this deep from McLaurin, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Browns add on to their lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man and try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
The ball carrier.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there, and what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit, because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And going deep for Hill. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Colts are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. It'll be Hurts on the option, and he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th.
Dixon set to kick off.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not. And this is going to be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Zane Gonzalez.
In a tie game 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Throwing now is Mahomes. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now he'll escape to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On second down, it's Jones. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Mahomes going to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Tracy Walker, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And going deep for Hill. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tyreek Hill, 51 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
And this is obviously quite a performance, and most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in Cleveland.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Below Nichols. The defensive tackle getting in there for a loss of 5.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep down. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 29. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
They run again with Hines. So that one will get them halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Indianapolis, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.